Should Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's camera be fixed in the game? That is what we'll be talking about here today. And before I get further in the video, like all my other videos, I got to give a disclaimer to those people that are going to be tuning in. So, you guys know, if you've been subscribed to my channel, you know exactly the type of people that I'm talking about that might be coming to this video. I'm just giving some constructive criticism on the game, on what I think could be better. Am I still going to buy the game? Of course. Am I still excited for the game? Of course. I just want this game to be as good as possible. That's all I'm going to say before I get further in the video. Now, yeah, what I have right here, a couple tabs. If you've been watching other videos like this, I have a few tabs that I want to get to and talk about. I've got some rhyme style gameplay. I made sure I grabbed some gameplay to react to that I can actually use, because apparently there's a guy around on YouTube giving people copyright strikes. I don't need those problems right now. So decided to use Rhyme, one of my favorite Dragon Ball YouTubers and just YouTubers in general. So definitely reacting to this. And then I've got some other gameplay. I've got one of my homies, he actually got to play the previous build. So he had some words he had to say about that build. Of course, I won't use his word as the end all be all, because he did play with the previous build. But I do want to go back to it, because he does still have some things that still are occurring in the newer build that I want to get to. And then of course I have Twitter over here that I'll be looking at and just seeing what a lot of you guys in the community are saying in general. So that's what we got here today. So let me go ahead and get into reacting to this video. I have not seen this gameplay. I did see his Super Boo and his Kid Boo gameplay that he dropped not too long ago. So this is new to me, new gameplay to me, and I'm thinking it might be new to you guys as well. So I'm just gonna have him playing in the background. But I honestly believe that this game's camera definitely needs to be fixed. I've been having issues with it since I really started paying attention with the game. I made a video about the beam struggles. The beam struggles had issues with the camera that they fixed. I will be getting to that later in the video. They did do a little update on that, so I'll be getting to that later. But I've had an issue with the game, so I won't just be looking at this as like, oh, this is an amazing game, because this does look good. But if you like pull back a little bit from just looking at it as just being a game, if you guys really look at just the camera work of the game, it's kind of all over the place. The camera shaking at random times. The speed of the game is good, because the Dragon Ball game is supposed to be fast, but I feel like at the expense of the camera, it's kind of an issue. Now let's just lock in. So I'm watching it. Amazing game, looks good. Oh, he's going Super Saiyan 2. Beautiful game as always, but just the jitteriness and the speed at which you go towards the characters and just every little thing about the game, it seems like, I don't know, I feel like for some people, I never have issues with like motion sickness or anything, but I feel like some people out there that do have a big issue with it, this might be a problem for them when it comes to playing this game for a long period of time. Some people might have to, clock out of the game a little earlier than others because of how sporadic it is. But you guys see what I'm saying? It's like, even like every single punch, it's like the camera like shakes like this. Or whenever you charge up, it like shakes. You guys get what I'm saying? And again, like I'm still excited for it. I understand somewhat of why it's kind of crazy. It's because they're trying to speed the game up a bit, and maybe just the way they have the game built, the cameras just can't keep up with the movement. I don't know. I feel like it's something they definitely could fix if they really worked on it, but it's so close to the actual release of the game. I don't know if I don't think there's a lot that they can do so soon. Like, it might be something they'll have to fix over time, if they even decide to do that. Also, I'm kind of just a little bit disappointed with he missed the Kamehameha, but I'm kind of disappointed with Super Saiyan 2 Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's ultimate attack. I feel like they could have made it a lot more epic than what it is. Honestly, I can say that with a lot of ultimate attacks. That's a video for another day. That's one of my videos coming up soon.
but this was just
But
one before that. Again, I just wanted to
yeah,
see
man, like
that
the
concept,
sporadicness of the camera
All right, as soon as I stop getting my ass beat and get back to full power, we're gonna.
it's just a little too much. And I have some gameplay from just regular Budokai Tenkaichi 3, just to compare and contrast like how they had it set up in that game. If you guys don't remember or if you've never seen it before, and you just want to have a like a side to side comparison. Damn, he's spamming the ultimate attack. Okay, so that's cool, but I feel like the beam should be way bigger. I know this is not the focus of this video, but as far as that ultimate attack, I feel like the beam should be a lot bigger, and he should walk into it like he did in the anime manga. You know, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, back to locking in with the camera. Again, I'm removing myself a little bit from the game and not just looking at me, just not looking at my excitement of waiting to play this myself, but yeah, if you guys just really pay attention to like every little movement, whether they're punching, they're dashing, they're charging up, it's like the camera shakes side to side for like the smallest things. Okay, good so far. Love the way the stage looks, and I love the combos that both Gogeta and Vegito have. But that's something I could say about every Dragon Ball game. He's charging up. That's a little iffy right there. He's trying to look down. All of that right there was a little iffy. Ooh, okay. He switched characters. A good Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and Gogeta matchup. Soul Punisher. Looks good, looks good.
Gogeta, by the way, felt really good. I can tell you right now, the first time playing with this character.
But do you guys get what I'm saying? It's like at certain moments it like shakes or it zooms in a bit. Man, I love that grab.
Be excited, y'all. if that's you, let me know in the comments, because I want to look out for you in the game when the game drops in October. Right, once again, I'm just gonna go for
all I gotta say is, when it comes to Sparking Zero, you guys better make sure you have some good reaction time. Because Tenkaichi 3 is a pretty fast game, and it definitely was a faster game in its time. I think Tenkaichi 2 is a little bit faster. But, nah, Sparking Zero, your reaction time has got to be crazy. Especially when people start getting really good at this game and everybody starts vanishing each other's attacks back to back to back. Be ready. Be ready for that. That's all I got to say. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. That's another like bad situation right there. Like what was that? Like that was pretty bad. I'm thinking so Frieza was charging or dashing towards Gogeta, and then Gogeta did the double dash thing where he wraps around, and it just did this weird thing with the camera. So stuff like that is like that dash is kind of insane. So if your reaction time is bad or you have motion sickness and you're a little delayed, you may have some issues, especially online. I can't imagine how bad the camera can affect your wins and losses with the camera. A bad camera plus a bad netcode, or even just your Wi-Fi itself, getting into an online match, that can make a world of difference between you having a good time or not so good time. Trust me, guys, I am definitely still excited. Like, seeing this gameplay, I'm still very excited to get my hands on it. Again, just I'm just seeing things and I'm like, man, this could be a little bit better. Like, okay, so look at these attacks with Frieza, right? And look at the camera. Camera, shake, shake.
So I just want to kind of play as Golden Frieza to see how he is.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Final form Frieza, and he was pretty annoying. Golden Frieza also felt really powerful.
Yeah, like look at that, guys. Tell yourself, if you have motion sickness, how long could you play this game? Honestly. Again, not a problem for me, but man, I can definitely see some people not being able to play this for too long.
Golden Frieza feels like a character that's on that higher end. Look at this attack, by the way. Ooh!
Oh, that looks good.
So sick.
Oh, that wasn't that much of a, that wasn't that cool of a move, but
Build of the game.
look good though.
He just feels right.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't have, unfortunately, the other form, so I wasn't able to test like first form and stuff
The
like that.
spirit sword? No, what is this?
I would have had time anyways. We're just gonna go ahead and just use this. By the way, that attack tracks. Not like completely where it's like impossible to dodge, but if you like try to like
what's going on
to the left or right.
Oh, he powered down.
And again, Vegeta just didn't want to. He just couldn't handle my spiritual pressure.
Oh man.
Bro's like, hold up, I give up. And I'm like, nah, ain't no giving up. You better call your homie in.
What happened?
All right, now we got Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, the Titan himself. And again, at this point, I'm just trying to have fun and just kind of like, with the last time I have left in the game, to learn as much as I can. We're gonna do it just quick, kind of like, with the last time I have left.
All right.
And again,
all right. Here's another. Here's another one. So. And again, at this point, I'm just trying to have fun and just kind of. Just look at the camera.
The last time I have left in the game, to learn as much as I can. We're gonna do it just quick, back shot.
One more time. We're gonna do it one more time.
On the Titan himself.
It like.
And again, at this point, I'm just trying to have fun and just kind of like, with the last time I have left in the game, to learn as much as I can. For the most part, I'm pretty sure you guys get exactly what I'm saying. A lot of you guys have already had this issue, or you brought it up yourselves in like previous videos that I've dropped, or I've seen it on like Twitter and stuff. I think a lot of people have had issues or thought about how the camera could be better. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to some of the other stuff I wanted to get to. But I think you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to get at. Like, some of the smallest movements can make the camera a little erratic. It's a little jarring at times, and then especially once the movement starts speeding up, when you're doing like the double dash. I can't remember the exact term for it, but when you go behind and vanish behind people, the constant vanishing, the side to side movement, the camera is like always doing. It's always doing a little bit of a weird motion. Just very quickly, I just wanted to go to some Budokai Tenkaichi 3 gameplay. This isn't anyone I know. This is just some random gameplay I found. So I'm not going to watch too much of it, just in case he decides to copyright strike me for whatever reason. So just very quickly, just going to watch it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, still some fast movement, right? Still fast movement. But as he's dashing, it's like the camera still is always static, almost. The camera is not moving much. Could it be because they're zoomed in a little bit more? And of course there is some shaking because of the combos to like show that there's some weight behind the attacks. But not nearly as crazy. Not nearly as crazy as this. If we're comparing how they fight, do you guys see how like the camera is doing all this, whereas this, it's not really moving like that. You guys get what I'm saying? This isn't. I feel like they could easily switch it up a little bit, maybe because it is a little bit zoomed out to show more of the stage and how beautiful the world is. Maybe that's why the camera's a little iffy. I don't know. You guys give me some of your opinions on why you think the camera is the way it is. But I feel like it could just be an easy fix. Will it be something they do soon? I don't know. Now that I've compared some of the Tenkaichi 3 gameplay and some of the Sparking Zero gameplay, I'm going to go to my guy Avataryaya video where he got to play the Evo build, I believe. So that was the previous build from Gamescom. So it's a little bit older, but a lot of the stuff he says is still prevalent in the newer build that we've been seeing a lot of people play currently. So I'm going to let him rock out, and you guys give me your ideas on some of the stuff he says. And
the first thing I hate about this game, after elongated play,
hate's a strong word, but I'm gonna let him cook.
Manager, I had like 3 to 5 minute games each time I walked in that circle amount of times and finessed the system once. The camera overall in the game needs to be able to be adjusted a little bit more. Maybe put the characters a little bit closer or move things in a little faster.
That's what I said.
I found myself, maybe because of the monitors I was playing on and how I was standing and looking up at the screen, it was making me a little lightheaded, and I was getting a little bit of headaches too. I was going through it. Now, here's where I get to a little bit of negative of the game. I feel like almost every influencer that got to play the game early, most people were kind of over exaggerating a little bit, and let me explain why. Unfortunately, if you're a hardcore fan of Tenkaichi 2 and Tenkaichi 3, you might like the essence of this game. However, I think Sparking Zero is nowhere near as good as Tenkaichi 2 or 3 already.
That's a take.
But you could definitely tell, and I don't want to scare people, please do not get scared when I see this. It's like they took the skeleton of Tenkaichi and added jump force in it together.
That's a crazy take. That's a wild take. What do you guys think? Tenkaichi mixed with jump force. Now this is him actually playing the game. This is what he thinks. He has played a lot of anime games. So what he says, you know, him saying that, I am taking it with a grain of salt because jump force is wild, but you know, this is his opinion. I'm gonna let him cook. Let's keep it moving.
That's what happened. For example, like revenge counter that takes one blast stock, it's too easy. It feels like jump force, and if the netcode's not good, it's just gonna piss me off a lot more. Like I'm telling you right now, oh my god, I'm gonna get so heated playing this game.
There it is too. I mentioned this. So imagine the camera the way it is right now. I said it earlier. Imagine the camera the way it is right now, and the netcode of the game ends up being trash. That honestly, I don't think anybody's really talked about it that much, but if the netcode is trash for this game, that's going to hurt the game more than anything, because everybody is going to be playing it online. Everybody's going to be playing it online, yo. So if it ends up not being good and the camera is the way it is, oh, we're in a world of hurt. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Game online. I still do believe that if you're a hardcore, probably a pro player or long-time player of the Tenkaichi series, you may either love this and grow into it. I got the best way to explain it, right? It's essentially like how we have Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and everybody has certain aspects they love with those games. There's going to be a huge crowd for Sparking Zero, and that's the KH3 of this, and both good and bad. Even though I have my own gripes with the revenge.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything he talks about when it comes to the camera. But you know what he said with the Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. You know, everybody has their favorite Kingdom Hearts. Like any game, like if there's a sequels, there's always going to be those games where it's very divisive, and not everybody's going to like the games. That's basically what he's saying. So he had some takes there. He said he thinks Tenkaichi 2 and 3 are better games than Sparking Zero right now, which, you know, kind of makes sense. I mean, Sparking Zero still, he played a demo build, especially the previous one. Although the game, I feel like there's not too much more they can change, because it's only, like a month left for the game to drop. So, you know, there's only so much they can do with that. So that's a take. Another take, he said it's like Tenkaichi mixed with Jump Force. You know, I talked with him previously, like in a Discord chat with some other guys. He did explain it a little bit more. Basically, he said that the jankiness of it, and with the camera and everything, it reminds him of Jump Force. And in some instances, when you're watching the gameplay, if you've played Jump Force, the Jump Force camera was kind of janky, especially when you start vanishing things similar to this. So in a way, I can understand what he means by, you know, Tenkaichi mixed with Jump Force. Now I hope it is not as bad as Jump Force, although Jump Force was fun. I personally thought it was fun in some form or fashion. Did I play it a lot? No. Did I find it fun for what it was? Yeah, sort of, kind of, but we're not here to talk about Jump Force. We're here to talk about Sparking Zero. So that was my guys' thoughts. You guys can let me know what you guys thought about what he said. Now, what else do I have? Now I'm on Twitter or X, looking at what Indukaba had posted not too long ago, earlier in the month. I think this was a build in between the Evo build and the Gamescom build. I think it was something in between that, or this could be the Evo build. So this could be fixed. There might not be a lot of issues with it now, but if there is, just be on the lookout for it. So he says, here is the camera glitch that happened when I played the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero demo. I just want to point out that this should not be reflective of the final build, which it shouldn't. It's probably fixed in the current build. I don't think I've seen anybody complain about it yet, or at all. So, and it is more than likely isolated to the demo still, at least when you want you guys to see what it was. So this is just something to look out for. Again, this is not the final build. This is just something that a lot of people have ran into in the previous build, maybe in the current one. Nobody just has said anything. So here's what it is. So they got shot up super high in the air, then it goes under the map, and then it's slowly raising back up, and you're back in action. So again, that's just a glitch with the camera. Some people, I think I remember seeing in the comments, said it looked cool. I mean, it's weird. It's kind of different to see like the makings and the skeleton of the game. It's kind of weird, the skeleton of the map. But yeah, it's a very interesting glitch. I think that solar flare is actually pretty cool, but it's weird that you get punched upwards and then the camera is below and then it raises back up. It's kind of a weird thing, but something to look out for. If the game still has it or not. Again, older build, but I just want to see what people said. So this kind of looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. I had this weird thing happen with the black screen too. I think it was about to happen to me too before I did something to fix it. So this was August 4th as well. Sheesh, this does seem a bit concerning, but I think it'll be all right. They still have time to polish it. Is it weird that I kind of like that? So yeah, so just something to look out for. I haven't seen anybody in the current build have any issues with it just yet, but I just thought that was funny when I had first seen it not too long ago. So just something to look out for. And then I also have the fixed beam clash video, or beam clash update that they did for the current build. So this is what it looked like before in the previous build or two, or honestly ever since the game was released. This is exactly what it looked like before. And this was an issue. So like, it would zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. So that was an issue. Just gonna play it one more time if you guys didn't notice it.
In this iconic showdown, in order for Raditz to be defeated by Goku, he'll have had to lock in a bear hug.
All right, so you guys saw that, right? So here's the updated version of it. Here's the updated version, which they did better. They did better.
But not exactly, because I thought it was cool that you could key clash with an orb type attack.
So
now,
it still circles, and then it
triangle, you're supposed to hold it
down. Zooms in.
You're supposed to hold it down. Also,
you know, better than the previous beam clash. Still a little weird, but it is better. It is better.
Exactly, because I
not as nauseating.
That you could key clash.
Not as weird. So
now,
yeah.
I'm just tapping triangle. You're supposed to hold it down. You're supposed to hold it down.
But yeah, I like it. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think you like the new beam clash more? Do you think they still should fix it? Although my video was more so on like the animation, I wish the animation of the beam clashes were a little different depending on the characters that did it. But as far as the camera, they did fix it a little bit, so you guys won't have as many issues. I'm still excited for the game. Just one of those things that I just wanted to shed light on. A lot of other people I've seen had issues with the camera as well when watching the gameplay. But you know, will it be something they fixed? I mean, they fixed the beam clash camera, so they could make this less sporadic, less erratic, less jarring when the full game drops. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. There really isn't too many other things that I guess I'm nitpicking about. Honestly, I think I have maybe one or two other videos I want to get to, and then after that, it's smooth sailing, and I'm just excited for the game. I don't really have anything else to talk about until the game drops, and if there's some issues that are still coming up or new issues that no one said anything about, then I guess I will be making more after the release of the game. So something to look out for. Definitely appreciate you guys watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.